Garmilli's here to help.
That is disgusting.
Third Street Reactions back here with you. I'm Tom.
I'm Shane.
And we are back with Vox Machina Season 2x7.
Dude, last episode, and I think I said this in the post talk. Like, you can't kill everyone. We had the thing with Vex, and she lived.
Right.
And now Pike got stabbed by Grog.
Her buddy, yeah.
Yeah, Grog keeps having those weird visions where he's killing everyone. But they had the Kamal Jalori, I think that's the name of that Sphinx thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Sphinx chick told them to go there and fight him. Kamal Jalori, he's some kind of, like, it looked like some kind of, I don't want to say Indian, like North American Indian, like something from, like, brown India, from that region. Some kind of god, like, I'm not trying to...
Cut that out, whoever edits this, please.
They refer to themselves as brown, people in that region. I swear to God, I don't want to say I got permission, but the normies told me I could say brown.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, all they have to do is wound him, and they can't do that. But
They tried doing it physically.
Physically.
It fails.
Yeah, but Scanlan gets to his heartstrings. And he's rewarded, Tom. He's rewarded for his song.
With a sword.
With a sword. What is it called? Myth Carver.
Myth Carver, one of the vestiges of divergence.
I had such a tongue twister. Vestiges divergence, and then the dragon dude shows up, takes the sword, wounds Kamal Jalori. Well, like, mortally wounds him, I think.
Right.
And then, and that's when Grog stabs Pike. And I think the other guys got transported away. Yeah, it's a cluster. I do not think Pike's gonna die. Actually, Pike and Grog together are my favorite characters when they're together. Yeah. Although I do like that black old guy who was beating the shit out of Grog. He might be my favorite character. I don't know. Anyways, guys, if you want to support us, all you have to do is go to our Patreon. What can they find there, Thomas?
2-week, not one, but 2-week early access.
Yeah, 2 and 1, actually. He left out the 1, but it's both. There's just options. And we also have full-length, uncut reactions. Let's jump in. Never-ending story. You seen the Never-ending story?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Where's Pike?
How do you not know?
Breathe, all right? Just tell us what you remember.
I managed to transport us here, but the others went somewhere else.
At least we're together.
Pike, she was...
With Grog and Scanlan. We have to believe they're okay.
Oh, that is the prettiest bird I have ever...
Friends, welcome to the Fey Realm.
Fey Realm?
Fey? Fey?
Fey or Bay?
Fey.
It's a shitty place, I'll say that.
This grass is making me dizzy. Look.
It's like a mood thing.
Scanlan said his vision of the Fey Realm was like a drug trip. He also said sheep's milk is his favorite lubricant, so...
We should check that distance. In my youth, I was fascinated by the Fey Realm. The mystery, the danger. Why, I read every single text I could get my hands on. Follow my lead, and we'll be just fine.
Like Moses and
Aaron.
Well, the trickster who had another staff of snake staff. One of the Pharisees' magicians did it.
No.
Just project positivity and it will remain harmless. Watch.
You get screwed.
This is so stupid.
Vex! Can't you control them? It's like they can't understand me.
That's awful. Get the hell out of there. Do you remember that carnivorous plant on Jumanji?
Yeah.
Don't understand.
What else is new?
Where is everybody?
Shit. Oh shit, Pike.
Pike!
Dude.
I'm so sorry.
It was an accident. Do me a favor. Put that thing down.
Easy. Try not to move.
I'm trying, buddies, but the wound won't close all the way.
Dude.
I knew it. I knew it. That sword is totally fucking evil.
It's not. It makes me strong. There's nothing wrong with it.
It was soaking up her blood.
Rid of it.
After that happened, you know.
You have to get rid of it.
They do not understand. Look how strong I made you. They are jealous. You're right.
Purple veins.
They are jealous.
It talks to you?
That's so creepy, man.
Don't do this. Who are you gonna listen to, huh? That sword? Or me?
Good job.
You're not destroying me. You're destroying us. If this is the end, I'm taking you with me.
Kind of gross.
Yep.
To the untrained eye, the Fey realm can be confusing. The ground only looks familiar because the landscape is shifting.
Are you sure?
He seems like such an eager pupil of this world, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's got the magic. She's got that. I don't trust this little thing.
Hey, what you doing?
You with us?
I like Pike.
Man, dude, she's great.
I thought you healed him.
I tried, but whatever Craven Edge did, I couldn't reverse it.
My muscles! Where'd they go? No. Oh, God! This beauty is Max!
Who are you?
No one! So can you put me down?
Gladly.
I can't know what the type of creature is called.
You can call me Carmilli.
What are you reading? Keeping notes on us, were you?
No, don't open that. No,
Oh.
no, I did not draw that.
Oh my.
Unless you like them.
The likeness is on.
Yeah.
What the
Why
shit?
do I have 3 peni?
Art is subjective.
My books were filled with creatures like this. Best we ignore them.
Your books have done a fat lot of good for us so far.
Right. He's salty because of the whole shit with his sister.
Of course.
I don't like the cut of that thing's jibs.
I don't like its jibs.
Sure you don't need any.
I can feel my strength coming.
Dude, that's awful.
At least let us help out a little.
No!
Can't even walk?
All right, let's move our big
Country
boy.
ass song now. But yeah,
Well, we
we're
got some miles behind us, and we got some more to steer.
That's Ash. That's Ashley Johnson. No. He drowned.
From the top of this shitty mountain to the bottom. Making my way.
Oh, yeah, you can do that a lot.
Ew.
What?
There's plenty of stuff you're still useful for.
Yeah? Like what?
Oh, like a doorstop, paperweight. Hey, you'd make a neat rug, huh?
What rug?
That's sweet.
No, you're making fun of me.
No, I just... I never thought I'd see Scanlan the caregiver.
Well, I mean, if you're into this, I can put on my naughty nurse's outfit. Huh? Oh, wait, no. Pike,
Kevin?
What? Oh, God. Shoot.
Wouldn't that be awful?
Yeah.
You know one thing I think about? Have you seen The Scorpion King?
Yeah.
I love that movie. Fucking ants.
Yeah, when they're buried up to their neck or whatever. And that would be awful.
Welcome to the Fey realm. Huh? Carmilli's here to help.
That is
when you-
disgusting.
Sounds like you have all the answers then. Well, goody for you.
Everything about that
I see.
thing
You
repulses
study
me.
these? Oh, they're pretty. Which
Nope.
means they're probably super deadly. Whatever they are, we should keep moving.
Me again.
Oh.
Max, look! It's growing?
Have you seen The Blob?
No, I haven't.
Try to break it apart. Fuck's sake.
Take it.
Oh, it's like calling for a Pokemon. Pikachu!
Hang on!
Dude, lighten up, Lord.
Thank goodness. I was worried those spores might have...
Better than the spores from The Last of Us.
Send him on some like weird acid trip or something.
That animation always kind of disturbed me. Whoa.
You are super fucked up.
It's not what I imagined you'd sound like.
I know, right?
That music sounds disgusting.
Incoming!
His armor still makes him fast and badass.
What are you doing here?
I wasn't about to give up on you. There must be a way. Some natural weakness. And charge! Just a moment!
Percy?
It's like Tifa Lockhart's her fighting gloves that she uses. She puts a material in it. Good job.
I also know something about carrying darkness. Whatever happens, I'll have your back.
I don't know what's happening, but it's like I'm headed in a different direction from the rest of you. I appreciate you having my back, Percival. Where I'm going, I don't think you can follow.
That's a little melodramatic.
Gross, man.
What do I care of mankind's bubbles? They could imbue the Conclave with incredible power. Our ascension would be assured. It is already assured. Seek out these weapons if they will be advantageous to us. But do not neglect my riches.
All he can think about is gold.
Thordak's plans will reveal themselves in time. And when they do, we will all be gods.
Guys! We're here.
What was a pike helping? Lord.
We'll have to pass through it to reach your bog.
That city almost looks elven.
That's because it is.
You've been there before.
We lived there.
With our father.
Oh, damn. Well, son of a bitch.
Kind of a lot to pick apart on this episode.
Yeah, it was. So I guess last thing they found their childhood home that they had with their father.
Yeah.
It was on this plane, or is this plane seeing into another plane?
It's like this almost alternate dimensional world where, you know, physics are different.
Yeah.
Magical elements are different.
The Bay realm or Thay?
At first I thought it was Thay, but now I think it might almost be with an F, like Fae.
Okay, Fae. Maybe Fae. I think you are right. Fae realm. All right. So obviously Pike didn't die. Grog was able to get control of himself. I'm glad. I don't want that storyline to keep going, man.
Yeah, and I wasn't thinking about the fact before that she could probably heal herself. I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but...
Well, it looked like such a mortal injury.
Yeah.
All right, so one thing I brought up during the reaction is Jumanji, the carnivorous plants. I've gone down Google rabbit trails. Like, are there any kind of prehistoric carnivorous plants, like some kind of precursor to, like, the Venus flytraps? Obviously, those things are really hard to get preserved in the fossil record, so we don't know. But the general consensus is probably not. But if it was just a little bit bigger, you could eat like a baby or something.
I was going to say, why couldn't you eat like a small human?
Like a... Yeah.
Cats, dogs.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting to think about. But yeah, I don't know. Carnivorous plants really disgust me.
There's a lot of things that disgust you.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, carnivorous plants is on the top 5.
So one thing I saw, and we talked about this on a previous episode, but because of this being D&D based, that blob thing, Percy and Vex fight there towards the end, it reminded me a lot, and I've made reference to this before, of Baldur's Gate, which is obviously centered around a D&D universe. There are these gelatin-like blobs that you have to fight.
Okay.
They're terrible. They look just like they're square, but they can also contain like things like gold weapons as you go through your journey, and you obviously have to fight and kill them. But they can also spew out little blobs,
like acid things.
Yeah, little miniature blobs at you, and it's gross.
In this world, like even before it became the big blob, just those little things. I recall when I was so young, and I don't know what it is, but it might have been on the X-Files or something. But like this blob-like creature, like crawling up the wall, and when people are sleeping, it goes in the ceiling, it goes on your face, and it starts going starts like covering you up.
Was it awful?
Yeah, I think it really affected me. And then when I was like, I don't know, 12, the movie, and I don't think it was the old one. I think that's black and white. But like one that came out in the 80s or 90s is called The Blob.
I've never seen that.
And it is horrific, dude. Like it's just very graphic. There's like there's just like this little kid who gets fucked up, and it shows his face melting away.
What does it do? Like, is it acid? Like it burns him, or does it eat
like
him?
It's this little, it's just this little alien blob, and then it accumulates matter, like organic matter. And it grows, and eventually it's able to get a person, and then 2 people, and then 3 people, and then it's fucking rolling over this goddamn town, Tom. It's terrible. The Blob, it's so disturbing. I hated that movie, dude. I couldn't stop watching. I was at my cousin's house. It was on like it was on some like TNT or some shit. And I just didn't turn it off. It was awful. But it has nothing to do with the video game The Blob and its sequel, which are very good games. And they came out remade for the PS4 and Xbox One. Percy, when it's on a pepper box, when his pistol, his gun, his whatever didn't work, his little flintlock pistol, when that stopped working, he had this glove thing. I've never seen him use that, I don't think, but he has to pull it. But it reminded me of Final Fantasy VII, Tifa Lockhart, which I know you haven't played any of the Final Fantasies.
No.
In that particular game, all your weapons, they can get supercharged with this natural material from the world called materia. And there's like fire, ice, all these different elements, and then you put a like a fire materia in your gloves, and you would have like for one thing, they'd be more powerful, and they would do a fire-based damage and a weakness against things that are weak against fire.
Right.
So it just reminded me of that.
You've mentioned her before, but now that you said it, and I'm really actively listening for it now, I really enjoy Ashley Johnson's voice in this.
She's got a beautiful voice, and it's I love Pike.
And I think it's perfect for Pike's role too. It just seems to fit.
Yeah. You know who's not perfect, and I don't like? Garmilli.
I don't like him either.
Yeah, he's a little hentai drawing little piece of shit. It's ugly as sin, man. If I saw the thing, I'd shoot it. I'd think it was a monster. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to be in the story for at least another episode.
Probably.
What did you think of the song by the Scanlan's actor and Ashley Johnson?
That country themed.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny. It was
catchy.
It was catchy. You're making fun of it, but
dude, the wolf thing was grabbing him by the testicles. Like, the way this shows humor is just normally not my type of humor. That stuff isn't my type of humor.
Kind of sick.
Like, sick. I imagine it's kind of like a bunch of friends who are just joking around, and you got to improvise probably something with shock value, right?
Well, and I'm just thinking, how could Grog lose that much power to where he literally can't even walk?
Well, he would look skinnier than that.
I mean, he's still kind of like cut a little bit. He's not like...
I work with a guy who...
anorexic skinny.
He was skinny as shit. And he got a little bigger, but he could walk. That thing said, "I'm taking you with me" when it died.
Right.
So I think it, in a sense, they I think it consumed his essence and soul and his corporeal form. And then Pike was able to bring him back from the break and regenerate him a little bit, but not enough for him to have muscles.
I don't know how much of a factor this plays or how deep it goes, but, they made reference to the matron again. He saw her face in there, and I just wonder how deep the matron's influence goes on everything that they do.
I think it's certainly deep on Vax, Vex. I can't remember fucking
Vex.
Vex, yeah.
Because of the armor.
It's false.
So it's certainly deep on Vex. It just reminded me of Percy with the pepper box and the influence that spirit thing had over him in the first season. Yeah, and I know this show has to establish like the emotional state that everyone is always in. And right now, currently, Vex is in flux because this armor, the Matron of Death, is consuming him. And I kind of speculated that maybe, I think someone wrote a comment about this, but I try not to internalize or even read big explanations of the universe. Even though I appreciate them, I just don't want to be spoiled. But it's like one of those things to where I feel like now he is linked to her, and she's the Matron of Death. So it's like that burden of taking people's lives is maybe rests with him a little bit. I don't know.
You're right, and that's one of the things with the comments too. Some of our viewers who are obviously a lot more versed in the show than us, and we appreciate the comments. But at the same time, I find myself when I start like reading the comments from some super knowledgeable people, I start putting myself down these rabbit holes of information on the show, and I find myself getting overwhelmed. So I
just gotta take it episode by episode. I really like it. I like this season more than the first one. The first one I didn't like a lot, and then I grew to really like it. In this one, I really like the characters, and I just love dragons. And Thordak, he's just got a great voice. I imagine there's, it's leading me to believe now there's going to be some type of like civil war or infighting between them. And that one bitch, whatever her name is, that escaped Percy, the chick who tortured him when he was younger. She's like, of course, whispering poison in that one green dragon's ear.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some usurping taking place at some point.
Usurpers. God. Hate usurpers. Oh my god, I hate infighting. It drives me nuts.